Do you remember that?
ringing you.
Yeah.
Say that I'm out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your words were... I was actually happened to be right next to my dad at the SCG. And Gilly rings. I thought, oh, that's odd. Hello, he said, mate, your life's about to change. I'm about to retire. And I remember thinking, oh, congratulations, and thinking, shit. And I said to my dad, put it down. He said, what's wrong? I said, oh, Gilly's retired. He said, oh, that's a good thing, is it? I said, I don't know. I don't know what's about to happen. But it was a bit the man.
Yeah, I made my
End
decision.
of the test. You made the decision.
Yeah,
but
I
the call-
announced it. I announced. I, in my mind, made the decision on day one of the Test match in Adelaide when I dropped VVS Flaxman. It's been sort of well documented, or I've spoken about that. But so that night after Stumps day one, back in the hotels, when I rang Mel, who was back in Perth. So that's how unplanned the whole thing was. No family or anyone were at the Test match. So I rang her and said, look, I'm done. And she went, yep, cool. And then scurried over to Adelaide. Then let punter and the team know the next morning, but didn't announce it publicly until day 3.
Yep.
Stumps day 3. But my recollection is I rang Hads the morning of day 3 before I announced publicly.
I didn't actually think I'd ever get the opportunity to play for Australia. If I thought about, is Adam going to retire here? Do you think he'll go on for 2 or 3 years? And everyone's sort of saying that to you in the background. Do you think Gilly retire this year? But I was 30. So I had to make peace with myself that, you know what, I've got to be the best version of myself I can. And I know it sounds corny, but I had to put all my effort into being the best state cricketer I could be and take everyone else out of the equation. If I kept thinking about what was happening at the Australian team, I would have been rocking backwards and forwards in a corner, because the reality of, if you had probably went 18 more months, I reckon Payne would have played.
Yep.
And that's the right decision as well. It would have been at the